Okay. Let's see, ladies and gentlemen. I believe we just about have it. Yes. Yes, indeedy. Hello and good evening. Welcome to Tech Talk with Rex. I am Rex Lang, a member of the Central Indiana Real Estate Investors Association, and this is a subgroup that is provided for members of SORIA to help you get some tools and tips for your business. Because that's what we all want. We all want help with growing and expanding and or just making things easier in our business. And that's what we're here to do tonight. We're here to help you grow, expand, and make your business easier. And today, seeing as how it is April 15th, tax day, if you haven't done anything with your taxes yet, you're pretty well sunk. Seeing as how it's a little past 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I don't know. You could still get them to a post office and get them postmarked and mailed. You're probably going to have to go to the main post office wherever you live. And hopefully it's a fairly large city. If you're a member of SORIA, you may have to run downtown. You just never know. But in celebration of Tax Day today, we are going to go through and talk about a few items that can help us with making this time of year easier. Because, it seems like so often, and I know it happens to me, every year about this time, I tell myself, I say, I want to make this time of the year easier for myself. I want to make things simpler. So that's what we're going to talk about tonight. We're going to talk about different items, actually, a few different apps that are going to make life simpler for you to help you at tax time. Now, again, it's like any tool, you must utilize it in order to let it help you. But I think we've got some good items tonight to take a look at and see if maybe we can go through and make your life a little simpler. Because that's what I'm all about. I like to make things simple. I like to make them easy. So that's what we're going to do. But before we do any of that, we'll talk first about what's going on this week at SORIA, because we just had a main meeting last night, and we just had Speaker Sue Nelson come in, and Sue Nelson is doing a Saturday all-day training coming up this Saturday, April the 18th. And I just saw an email today that said, I believe today is your last opportunity to sign up. So once we get done with Tech Talk, or you can even open another browser window. I understand that happens. You get distracted or whatnot. Don't put on Facebook or anything now. Come on. If you're going to do this to sign up for Sue Nelson. She will be coming on Saturday. The full day event, talking about buying REOs and notes directly from the most motivated in the world, sellers in the world right now, the banks. Talking about what exactly is a note and how to go about getting the note under contract for large profits, how to have an endless supply of discounted real estate deals, both commercial and residential, coming into your pipeline, how you too can do this business regardless of your credit, money, or previous experience, how to make money day one just from setting up the deal, wholesaling the deal through joint venture, techniques and strategies to keep you motivated through the process of your ultimate success, unbelievably creative deal strategies even the pros don't know. There's a list. Go to soria.org. It's on the front page. Sue Nelson, like I said, the Saturday workshop. And you can sign up there. I believe that's $39 for the all-day event. And if I do remember correctly, I believe it's going to be down somewhere on the southwest side, down by the airport. But like I said, go to the website, get all the details. They can let you know there what exactly is required of you, but I know it's required tonight because I know they're trying to get the lunch passes set up. So make sure that you do that. Tomorrow night, Dave's Dinner and a Deal. Dave Short is probably, if not the most experienced, one of the top three most experienced investors that we have the privilege of having in our group. And if there's Dave has forgotten more about real estate than most of us know. He is a fantastic teacher, and he likes to get together and just kind of network and talk about deals. So if you have a deal and you're stuck and you don't know what to do with it, talk to Dave. If you want to find out where to find good deals, talk to Dave. Like I said, Dave can help you. He loves, like I said, he loves talking with people. He loves explaining deals, maybe helping you structure a deal, helping you put something together that's going to put money in your pocket. Don't miss Dave's Dinner and a Deal. You have to go to Saria.org and go to the calendar and sign in. You got to have a login. If you don't have a login, call Debbie. Debbie loves to talk to everybody. You know that. And 670-8491, I believe. I'm pretty sure that's right. I used to call that number pretty much on a daily basis. Yeah, 670-8491. Debbie can help you out, get you fixed up with your password, login information as far as finding out where and when Dave's Dinner and a Deal will be happening. So those are the most current items that are going to be coming up here for Saria. And again, like I said, just take advantage of all the opportunities you have, subgroup wise, meeting wise, to go out and network and also help to build your knowledge. Because some of it you're going to get just by going to these different subgroups or different places and talking to people. Some of it you're going to buy, but that's like in life. It's like the old Fram oil commercial. You can pay me now or you can pay me later. Take your choice. It's either going to be time or money. We know that's basically how things work in all businesses. But tonight, I'm going to try and help you get a few things that are going to be free. So we like free. Free is a good thing. So let's see what we can do here. Now, let me go over here. And because if you know anything about me, I love my technology and I love being able to leverage the items that we already have. Most of us already have a cell phone. That's just kind of the way it is. We have a cell phone. It's with us all the time. And, it's a part of life anymore. I mean, there are more people out there that have said they would rather leave their wallet at home than leave their cell phone at home. Now, think about that one. That's a very interesting concept to me. But this is what we're going to start with tonight. We're going to start with a couple of apps that if you use these apps, and if you know me, these are going to be free or very low cost apps that you are going to be able to save a lot of money, track expenses and other tax items that will be very helpful to you. That by the time you get to, let's say November, December, if you're as proactive as that you're actually starting to think about taxes by then. January, when it comes around, you go, oh, bummer, I could have had a lot more deductions and a lot more items, but I don't know where my information is. This is where this is going to help. Now, give me just a moment because I want to make sure that this is coming up the way it's supposed to. And sometimes I have to check myself because even the best technology does have follies every now and again. So I just want to double check this and make sure. Oops. And I hear myself. So that's a good thing. And I see what I'm looking at. So that's a good thing also. So our first app for tonight. And again, you saw how I went in. I just went into Google Play. which if you have an Android phone, and I believe this Smart Receipts is also for iOS, which is your Apple system. Once again, I'll give my common Apple disclaimer. I don't have an Apple. I don't know enough about an Apple to adequately guide you on it. But I can tell you, I think these items are available for iOS also. And they're really good. I mean, they're really, really good apps. Like I say, the first one's called Smart Receipts. Now, how many times, they make a product which is called Neat Receipts, which is kind of like a scanner for your receipts. And as soon as you come home, you have to take it and you scan it in, and it takes it and puts it into categories and does all kind of good stuff for you, and it's, oh, what is it? I'm wanting to say it's about $300 for the tool and the software to be able to do that. Now, this fine little app here called Smart Receipts is free. It does have a paid version, and we'll go into that a little bit, but let's take a look at some of the things that it does. You can go ahead, and as you can see here, and I hope it's coming up fairly well as far as size, but it goes through. Let's see here. Looks like it is, yeah. We'll double check the screen again. Yeah, doesn't look too bad. All right. What you can do is you can take pictures of your receipts and you can categorize it. You can see up here there's a dinner, lunch, and the date, cab ride home, dinner, whatnot. And it shows your amount. Now, what this does is this creates a PDF report. So you can take your PDFs and put them into your different categories. That's kind of nifty. Well, let's look at this. Once you do that, you can come over here on the app and you can categorize by date or by the title that you put on it, what it is that you've done. So you can track your reports directly like that. You can put them in as just text, or you can use a picture. Either way, completely fine. You can, and you look up here too, you can create each one as a separate report. So if you have, let's say that you're just working on one specific rehab and you want to keep all of your rehab receipts in one report, you could put it there, or you could break it down. You could break it down to your materials cost, your labor cost. I mean, the possibilities are endless as far as a way that you could actually organize your expenses in this app. Okay. Then you can export it. Let's say you want it to be a PDF. No, I don't want a PDF. Let's try a CSV, or, oh boy, why does it just leave your head when you're thinking that? Spreadsheet, CSV file, or it can be a JPEG, a zip, so that you can basically lessen the space that it's going to take to keep that report if you have many multiple reports. So you have a lot of options here. Okay. And like I said, once you photograph it, it gives you this information right here. So you can go in and determine what is it, how much was it, US dollars, your different currency if you're traveling internationally, the date, where you want it categorized at, comments if you need to. Is it expensible or not? Do you want a full page image? Do you need that for the receipt itself? Whatever it is you need, you can put that in there. So we have looked at that. Now, the nice part of this is it's got great reviews. Okay, so I'll keep putting these up here. It's got 4.2 reviews. And if you look, it's kind of nice because of all the different people. And this is not a huge app right now, but I think that it very well could be a very good find, is that, you've got 773 people that gave it 5 stars and another 342 that gave it 4 stars. So that's over 1,000 people. And you've got another 2.25 maybe that gave it average to less than average. So, you've got a pretty good ratio of people that really like it, that really think this is a good app. And again, the other things that you want to look at on this app, as we read more, Um, let's see. I don't know that there's anything else that we haven't covered in this. It's an open source. Again, this is, it's just a nice, handy little app to track your receipts. You put it on your phone, you take a picture, you've got your report. That's what you need. You can categorize it, boom, you're done. Then, number one, the nice thing is you don't have to try and hold on to the receipt, which I don't know if you've noticed, but a lot of receipts sometimes when you get them, if you don't put them in a plastic bag, the ink that they use on them, they fade, and they fade pretty substantially to the point that you're really not going to be able to tell exactly what that was 6 months from now, even if you are organized enough to keep the receipt and know what it was for when you had it. Um, Again, just and trust me, I am preaching to myself more than I am speaking this out to others. My wife will attest to that. She will definitely tell you that. So, again, the app is called Smart Receipts. You can download it from the Google Play Store. It is phenomenal. It is a great app, and I would suggest it highly in order to keep yourself organized. Because, again, that's what we all need this time of year. Think about how much money an app like this could have saved you. A free app, mind you, okay? And they do have a paid version, and it'll do a little more. It may actually, I think, put it right into QuickBooks or different accounting software that you may be using. But again, I'm just giving you the free version. I'm giving you the easy version. There is an upgrade of that. There is an upgrade of the other app that we're going to be talking about here momentarily. But what I'm just saying is, think about how much money you could have saved had you have gone ahead and just taken pictures of all your receipts that you had this year. How much money does that save you? I mean, it's got to be, I don't know, it's got to be a lot. I know for me, let's just put it this way. I believe it would be a lot more than you thought. Um, because a lot of times we don't understand how much money it is that we are leaving on the table until we actually see it. It's kind of like when you see a HUD closing statement and you go, "Oh wow!" You go, it was that. Yeah, it can be that. So again, apps like this are going to make you money, and they really don't cost money. Or if they do, they're very low cost. Your leverage, your return on the investment is huge, very very big. The next one that we're going to talk about, TripLog, a GPS mileage tracker. Now, I love the picture up here of the little notebook because how many of us at the beginning of the year start with that nice little notebook in our car and we tell ourselves we are going to write down everything. We're just going to log it in there. It's going to be fantastic. We're going to tally it at the end of the month. We're going to write off all this mileage and wear and tear. And then, okay, how's that working for you? Because I know for myself, it does not work that well. It just doesn't do very well. As we look at this app, and again, there's a little video here if you want to take a look at it. It's TripLog mileage tracker in the Google Play Store. But a neat thing that this does is it actually, and you can see here, it gives you a map of where you've been. So you've got an idea of exactly where you've been and the places you stopped. Because, and it's much like a conversation that I've had with many people. If we think that we have privacy, no, sorry. Privacy went out the window a long time ago, especially with cell phones, because they'll track you anywhere you are. It does not matter. There, you can be found. You cannot just disappear on people. You will be found. So the thing about it, though, is let's use this for good, okay? Because this GPS technology can be used to help track your mileage. And the nice thing about this app is that this app starts as soon as you start going. I'm wanting to say it's over 3 miles an hour. Somewhere in here. Yeah. Start a trip when moving at 3 miles an hour on an average for 1 minute. Stop the trip when no movement for 10 minutes. Turn off your GPS when you're idle to save your battery. So it's like you don't even, if this app is on your phone, you don't even have to think about it. The app goes, hey, wait a minute, they're going faster than 3 miles an hour for more than a minute, you know? So boom, let's track it. It will track where you stop. It automatically tracks, like I said, and you can also sync it to TripLog Web. Again, some of these are paid features. I'm going to tell you up front. But the nice part is you can get, let's see if I can get that. Yeah, you can get, and I will have to look back through this too, but I think this might be a report that you pay for. But if you really want to know, if you really, really want to break it down, so you've got business, charity, medical, personal. So you can automatically classify what your mileage is. So you got a breakdown right there. Do you think your accountant would love you on a mileage thing if you could show them this? Because trust me, if the IRS wants to come in and wants to audit your mileage, that'd probably be one of the first places they're going to go, because it's going to be a lot harder for you to prove that that's what that mileage was for than to, pull out your little spiral notebook that I'm sure you have from 3-4 years ago, and show them, no, that was what my mileage is for. Again, it shows you your total expenses, auto repairs, the gasoline cost, by vehicles or by categories. This categories is a little broader thing, and it doesn't necessarily apply to your car. But again, expenses for your vehicles. Let's look back up through here for a minute. Again, this is the mapping feature. So it tells you, okay, like over here, this is for multiple drivers, but you can go through and look. It'll tell you, okay, this vehicle is here, right here. This one right here is over here, and tells you exactly where they're going. So imagine if you just have one for yourself, and it tells everywhere you went, because you decided, you know what, I'm going to go out and I'm going to look at tax sale properties. I don't know. I mean, that's what happens around tax sale time. You got to go out and put your eyes on stuff or pay people to go do them, or you just say, you know what, I just want to go driving for dollars. I just want to go through some neighborhoods and see some places where I may want to buy some houses, or may want to sell some houses. I don't know. Yeah, whatever your preference is, whatever you're doing, you can just enter it in and it will show a map. Now, I guarantee you that will definitely prove your point of your mileage charges and what it is you're trying to write off for mileage very, very easily. Because you can just say, look, here it is. It's on GPS. It showed exactly where I was, and this is exactly what I did with it. I think that's like a billion times better than a spiral notebook, but I don't know. That's just me, just thinking out loud. Again, you can break down your trips in a lot more granular form. Like I said, it's just this easy. You can just hit car. You can just hit start trip. Tell it the activity's business. It'll tell you how many miles it was today. You can put in there how much fuel you put in. It's just, I mean, like I said, it's a no-brainer app. It's fantastic. It will show you here. You can go trips. Here's your October of the month. Shows you here how far you went. 10 miles, 10 miles. Again, how much you spent. There you go. Charitable, 10 miles, 10 miles. Personal, 5 miles. You can break it down, Again, everything. It's going to break that out for you and put it into a very nice form. You can put in there, what vehicle you want, and to show your tracking. You can put in there for under your expenses, like your services, oil changes, tires, repairs, things like that, just like that. And look, in here, it gives you an option that you could take a picture of the receipt and attach the receipt to it. Now, I know I just showed you the other receipt app, and it's good too, but I'm just saying it wouldn't hurt if you had the receipt in this also. Because in that way, again, to me, anything that you can do to build a solid, um, what am I wanting to say here? Anything that you can do to build a solid information base for anything that you have to show to the IRS on a business standpoint, it's easy to use these items. So, you know, make use of them. I mean, my goodness. Again, you've got the auto start option. Um, over the speed threshold, if you'd rather do that. That's kind of like the no-brainer way to do it, and then figure it out later. It'll send it to you by email. Again, it'll take it and you can export it into an Excel spreadsheet, and you can just pop it in there like that. You can get rid of the old data. Again, you can upload it to a backup device, back it up in email, back it up to the cloud. I mean, this app just has a tremendous number of options with it that you can do. And it's just really, really nice. Again, 4.3 on the ratings, much like the other one. I mean, you got over 2,100 people here that like it, and you got maybe 550, 560 that, said, so I don't know. I just think it's very, very, very good app. It says here that it's IRS compliant, tax return, HTML, and CSV reports built in at 2014 mileage rates. So again, and I'm sure it's going to update here to 2015. Like I said, you got your photos. Again, I can't say enough about this app. This is an awesome app. Now let's look at this. And remind me, I need to go back and look at the other app because we didn't go through the pricing on it, which is bad on my part. Sorry about that. So, TripLog, the GPS mileage tracker. You can see if it's just for you, you can get a free account for one user, up to 5 vehicles, free. Okay, there you go. If you want a few of the added features, and we'll go down through these here. Again, your mobile platform, one user, up to 5 vehicles, $10 a year. Okay. If you want to be able to take it to the web and use a lot of these features, as far as for the tax reporting part on the web, $25 a year or $250 a month. I know I'm reaching deep into your pocket for something that's going to help you, but I think even if you went with the enterprise option, which is unlimited everything, wow, $40 a year. I think this would get you more than $40 a year. Now let's take a look through here. All the programs have the GPS mileage tracking. They have the actual driving routes and maps that you went. They have the vehicle fuel economy and expenses tracking in there also. The IRS compliant reports. It is limited on the free account, but you get it with the $10 a year account, the 25 or the 40. Also, you're going to get with these other ones, the paid ones, widgets with one tap start and stop. You're going to get your auto start, Bluetooth. You're going to read the vehicle odometer. Basically, if it has a way where your car has the OBD 2 devices, automatically back up to the cloud daily. You'll get those. Take receipts of the photos and upload to the cloud. Again, any of your paid options, unlimited data history. If you go to either the business or the enterprise level, you'll get a data sync between the web and multiple devices, edit your data. You can put other business expenses in. So again, if this is something that you're looking at as a paid option and you did not necessarily want to split it between this app and the Smart Receipts app, it gives you the option of putting other expenses in there. Dashboard charts, gives you the weekly and monthly statistics, customize it. You can share your trips. on social media, export your trips to your Google Calendar. And then a lot of the enterprise level things are bigger. The only benefit I could really see, I mean, because, real-time vehicles and stuff, but integrates with QuickBooks and Concur. So if you already have you're already set up with QuickBooks or whatnot, like I said, $40 a year, and you're tracking all your mileage, and it's just going to zip it in there for you. I mean, wow. That would just be, a simple thing. It's done, and it pretty much works itself. So compared to that little spiral notebook and all the work that goes along with it, I think you're going to see that $40 leverage into a huge return for you. So just my thoughts, though. Okay, now let's go back for just a moment, because I fell down on the job, and I should have showed you the smart receipts. And you see, it's just as easy as going to Google Play, finding this, clicking on it, scroll down on it, go to your read more area, and that's usually where it tells you about pricing. But for some reason, oh, wait a minute, here we go. The full version, let's see what, oh wow, Smart Receipt Pro with no ads is $2.99 to buy. And it's going to give you all the different options that we talked about, just no ads. So there's really no higher version of Smart Receipts. So if you're just looking for something for your receipts, $2.99, and you are ready to go. And it is going to help you track those receipts. So, like I said, ladies and gentlemen, these are just a couple of options tonight that I wanted to bring out and let you know that, there are options for you to take a look at tracking your expenses and making it less of an issue, making it less of a, just a pain in the rear end. Let's just be frank about it. So if these are some things that you're interested in looking into, like I said, just go to the Google Play Store. You can find them in there. I believe they said they were both iOS compatible also. So go to the Apple Store and you can find those apps. So this being tax day, I am just going to say happy tax day to everyone. I hope you got them all finished. I am going to go ahead tonight, cut this version a little short, because I just wanted to give you some concise, clear items that I think you can use, take action on, and go forward. So thank you for attending the subgroup tonight. You can always see the replay on the Saria site. So take a look. You can always give me feedback. I do have a different email address now. It is WebinarTC, WEBINARTC @gmail.com. So let me know what you think. Let me know if there are some things you'd like to see or know about. But if not, until then, I thank you so much for attending tonight. Have a wonderful evening. Happy investing, and God bless.